Hi, we're here with Marc. Marc, we were interested in hearing a little bit about your story, how you got involved, and just kind of your background on celiac.
Absolutely. So my daughter was diagnosed at about 15 months old after being very sick for about 3 or 4 months. Finally found the right doctor, which was awesome. She started on a gluten-free diet and really started thriving again. And soon after that, I wanted to get involved with philanthropy. I've been involved with philanthropy all my life, and I figured what better way to get involved to help my daughter. And so I've been on the board of directors for about 11 years and the board chair for 6. And I was also diagnosed as a asymptomatic celiac about 4 years ago. So being genetic, we knew it had to come from myself or my wife. We kept getting blood tested, and sure enough, I had the positive signs of the villi erosion. So now it's me and my daughter.
Wow, well that's awesome that you guys kind of have somebody to share that with.
Yeah.
You know, it's a hard lifestyle to lead,
Yeah.
especially for such a baby. I'll bet that was a very hard effect on your wife as well at the time with trying to feed your child. What kind of options are there for little ones?
Well, you know what's really great? There's such a great story for the 12 years that she's been diagnosed. It was very difficult. In the beginning, we had to do a lot of, mail order type stuff. It was very challenging to go to restaurants and to markets. But my daughter's become her own advocate, which is really great. She asks tons of questions, she reads labels, she'll go to a restaurant, advocate for herself. My wife certainly was the leading force in our family by really getting involved with our foundation and asking all the proper questions. But now, 11 years later, as you can see here in this hall, there's so many different food options, and the general public knows about it so much more. And maybe more important, the chefs and the maitre d's and the waiters and waitresses understand now when you say, I need to be really careful, and they take some more special care as well. So it's really come a long way. More room for growth, but certainly an incredible growth period over the last 11 years in this industry.
First of all, just tell us a little bit about how your life changed when you found out that you had celiac. What kind of lifestyle difference did that make?
No more bread. They have gluten-free bread, but it's different, and it just makes a big change as far as, checking all the ingredients on every single thing that you buy, so.
All right, so what was one of the toughest things that you found being gluten-free?
Your options are limited. You don't have as many choices, and you gotta be picky, and you gotta give up things that you used to eat, but you gotta do it.
Could you tell us a little bit about what it's like to live with celiac? Maybe how hard it is for mom to cook at home, or maybe when you go to friends' houses, how it's hard to have food elsewhere than home?
It used to be really hard because no restaurants had food and they didn't serve. But over time, people began making more gluten-free food, and now they have a whole expo for it.
All right, so Dara has a YouTube channel, and she kind of talks about where to get things gluten-free and coupons and good prices. Could you tell us about that?
Yes, my YouTube channel is Dara Loves Coupons, and on my YouTube channel I teach people how to save money on things that they use in their everyday life, from toilet paper to groceries to body wash, things like that. And part of what I do on my channel also is talk about gluten-free items. So I'm actually doing some vlogging here today, so I can show my subscribers on my YouTube channel and my website also how, different products that I've tried that are really good, because it's a good experience to come here. So I've been gluten-free 6 years now, and it was a struggle in the beginning. It was very, very difficult.
So we are here with Curtis, and I am told that you have been volunteering for how many years?
At least a decade, 10 years.
At least a decade, and I'm
Well,
also
I've been
told...
coming, I think, for 14 years, but 1 year I was here, and I didn't like the way whoever was selling the raffle tickets to promote the Celiac Disease Foundation. I said, wait a second, this is not how you sell raffle tickets. This is how you sell raffle tickets. And 10 years later, I'm still here selling the raffle tickets.